Hey guys, welcome back. This is my boyfriend. Hi. I'm going to burn him today.
Oh God, no!
Horrendously. It is. My room is cold, but that's because I like the cold. I sleep with my window fully open.
I know you do.
Year-round.
I know you do.
Okay, cool. I'm going to start by... You're allergic to witch hazel, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So, if you are, or don't know, we're about to find out.
I can give you witch hazel. Mexico City, junior high. I kept my mouth open while taking a shower.
Oh.
And the maid at the Best Western Mexico City, downtown, whatever, came in and doused me with witch hazel. Broke my fever.
Really?
Really? Yes.
Huh.
It's fascinating.
That sounds awful. Why did you keep your mouth open?
Well, I didn't, it wasn't intentional.
Okay.
Because I grew up in a country where you could drink the tap water.
Okay. Well, I mean, not if you're in Flint, Michigan.
Well, right. Not there.
Okay.
And actually a few other cities too.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Joke. Now we're just going to take some Clinique moisturizer and moisten your dry skin.
He's making jokes about the coronavirus and bad taste. Is it too soon?
I'll just edit it out.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Cool. We are going to put a bald cap on you because your hair burns off. Except for your beard's not going to burn off. That's fine. It'll be a miracle. It'll be a Christmas miracle.
Okay.
Yeah, the bald cap's going to go just... So this could go poorly. I don't know.
It's an adventure!
Yeah. We're not going to worry about the back.
Okay.
Like any true special effects artist, we're just going to ignore a lot.
That's fine. They can fix it in post.
Yeah.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Your hair, because it will not come off. And we're taking Prozaid, and I'm just going to do a nice, generous slathering at the hairline. Actually, I don't know. Prozaid's not really that bad to get off. You just take isopropyl myristate. It's glorified latex. You don't have a latex allergy, do you?
Nope.
Good! Good. Otherwise, this would go from a burn to an anaphylaxis shock video real fast.
Well, that would be exciting.
Yeah, I was about to say the only thing I'm allergic to makeup-wise is the awful personality of brand owners. I'm looking at you, Jared from Too Faced, you skeezy piece of shit. So now we're just setting this down. We're not saying any controversial opinions for the next 30 seconds. Gonna go a little lower. Oh yeah, you can look at yourself in the monitor.
Oh yeah, I was turning so they can see what you're doing.
I know. This is gonna go in your hair, don't worry, we'll get it out. We'll fix it in post.
Okay, just fix it in post.
Yeah, that's fine. Quite dry. Just gonna hold that there for a second. And now the nice thing about doing a burn makeup is we're just gonna have it melt one of your ears off because I'm being lazy.
Okay.
For those of you playing along at home, you can just order Prozaid off Amazon. It's a lot better than Spirit Gum because it doesn't eat your fucking skin off. Unlike Spirit Gum, which will eat your skin off. I just need to input some elevator music here. Note to self.
I was in a production of Don Quixote of La Mancha.
Mm-hmm.
Man of La Mancha.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very beginning of the play, the musical, he does a transformation and he puts on a beard and a mustache. And we were really struggling with trying to find something that would stick instantly, immediately, and hold it on there. And so, we tried Spirit Gum, and we tried presetting it, and we tried these other kind of... Nothing worked. The mustache would fall.
Yeah, Spirit Gum is,
So, I don't know how they do it on Broadway, in all honesty.
Prozaid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you let it tack for about 30 seconds, and then you stick it on.
But, I mean, he's out there. Well, I guess maybe he's swiping it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, you use Prozaid, and in about 30 seconds, you're supposed to let it get tacky, and then you stick it on. Or if there's a small layer of Prozaid on the back of the prosthetic as well, and they both get tacky, it just adheres to itself. Yeah. Yeah, it's,
Maybe that's how they do it.
most likely. Yeah, Spirit Gum is not great. By the way, this is a cheap Halloween store bald cap. I was not here. If I can have you turn forward. Thank you. I don't have a red head. I don't make my own. Though, once I buy an airbrush again, I may invest in a red head and capping fluid so I can just make my own and not spend $8 a piece on a fucking bald cap. The thing that sucks about this not being a nice capping fluid bald cap is that it's gonna leave some edges. It's fine. We're not gonna pay too much attention to the back, right? This is a quick job. This is a from the front only job. Yeah, the thing that sucks about Prozaid though is it gets real gummy in the container, or on the container rather. So the container needs to be cleaned pretty regularly. Otherwise, it's nearly impossible to get the cap off. And it's gross. Alright. I'll just have you turn forward. And I've stuck it on both sides on the side of your neck. Come in and get the hottest look of the season, just bald.
Oh, I saw an ad online for this new product to color your beard. It's so easy and so convenient, right?
It's just for men.
No, it's not just for men. It's some other, I don't know what, brand,
Okay.
whatever. And I'm looking at the end result, and I'm like, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
It looks horrible. Who are they kidding?
Most hair dyes do, to be frank.
Oh, awful, awful, awful. Especially in the beard, awful.
And I'm just going to kind of marry the edge of the bald cap with his forehead, just using a little more Prozaid. It's fine if it's not perfect. We're going to cover it up with some nastiness. Cool, okay, now we're going to take some Mayron Sin Wax. Focus. There we go. And that just smells like burning fucking hair. And I'm going to be coating my fingers in a little bit of Vaseline, because otherwise it sticks to everything. Absolutely everything. And I kind of hate it, it's kind of disgusting. But it's not going on me for once, so I'm happy about that.
Yay!
Somebody else gets to feel my suffering.
Yay!
Oh yeah, did you see the kids in cages at the halftime show? That was...
I'm not going to talk politics on your camera.
Why not? I do all the time.
Do you really?
Oh god, yeah. Have you not watched my videos?
Yeah, I do watch it.
Yeah, I do all the time. I think I say fuck Trump in one of them. Like, I just... What? I'm gay and on YouTube. My audience isn't exactly the MAGA-faring crowd, right? Like...
Right. Good point.
Yeah. Kinda in an echo chamber here. A little more Prozaid, because that's the name of the game tonight. Prozaid. And just go kind of right under and feather it out and down. And then just up gently. Don't want to get this in your eye. It would burn a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
I thought we were doing a burn thing.
Yeah, that's the joke. And once again, it's fine if it's not completely smooth right now, because it's gonna look gross, and that's kind of what we're going for. Something that I think is often kind of overlooked in horror makeup and things like that. The kind of more unnatural and gross something looks, the better. Like if it looks cheap and fake, that kind of sucks. But I mean, like the the face melt thing that I did, it looks gross because it's like all stringy and stuff like that. It's not expertly well done, and it's not a lovingly crafted prosthetic and things like that, but it kind of looks quick and dirty, so it looks extra icky.
Yes, the welting wax in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
At the end, that was like, a big, huge phenomenon. People were totally freaked out by that.
Yeah.
Completely unrealistic, but,
Yeah, and it was just wax, but it looks gross.
It looks amazingly gross. People loved it. Loved it.
Oh, just like that lady in the 80s that put her dog in the microwave to
Oh,
dry
that
it?
is such fake. That's not real. That never happened.
That
never happened.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Urban myth. Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah, myth. What's the definition
Urban
of myth?
legend.
Yeah. That was totally fake. That was bogus. That was fake. I looked it up on the internet back in the 80s. Yeah, it didn't happen.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln once said, "I am in favor of animal rights and people rights, as that is the way of a whole human being."
Were you there for his inaugural?
I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Says Internet Man Abraham Lincoln 2K19. I just imagine there's like a B flat just like playing in your brain right now. It's oh my god, it's the note from Metroid Prime. I know you don't understand that, but the internet will understand that. He's got the note from Metroid playing in his head, just dope. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. We're just gonna have to peel it off, and all your hair is gonna come with it. Yes, I have a way to remove it. It's isopropyl mirror state. It's kind of weird. It feels gross. It feels like a oil, but it's not.
Okay.
It's an ester made out of isopropyl alcohol.
Okay.
It's apparently good for your skin. We don't really know.
Oh, hey, it's good for my skin. Well, that's all.
We don't really know.
Will it make me younger?
We don't really
Will it
know.
work on the skin wrinkles?
We don't really know. Cool. So, stick that right there. Hold it down, and I'm just gonna completely encapsulate your eyebrows. Just one, though. We're going really heavy on one side. The other side's going to be just gently toasted, whereas this side's going to be flambéed. Oh, wow, fuck you too.
Okay, fine.
Oui. Oui. You sound like a Frenchman. Alright.
That would be may we.
Mais oui. Mais oui. Just taking the spatula, I'm going to gently coat it in Vaseline. By gently coat it, I mean I'm going to just fucking dip it in a tub of Vaseline. And I'm just going to use it to kind of blend the edges out and down, and that's going to help it stick to his face a little more, and then it's also not going to leave such a harsh edge. Like I said, I think I'm having a stroke.
A very slow stroke?
Yeah, it's a very slow stroke.
Is that like a breast stroke?
Would you be the one sitting in the tree?
Watching with binoculars?
Yeah. You've got like a mug up there too, because stalkers get hungry.
Yeah, I know. Well, we have to go long hours.
You're like a weird Disney princess-esque character, but you're a stalker who's befriended the woodland creatures.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
They just bring you out a pair of panties.
Well, I look like Aladdin, so,
Well, let's hold off on that. All right, so I'm gonna kind of like angle this down so it kind of looks like your eyelid is collapsing, and then I'm gonna kind of blay. I'm just blaying. And I'm just using a little bit of Vaseline on my fingers to help smooth that out. The nice thing about the Vaseline is, for whatever reason, with the particular Sinwax, I don't know if it's all, I've really only used like cheap Halloween store in Maroon. It kind of like bonds with it and lets you make it really thin. And it kind of melts it and fuses it, so it just gets gross. And I'm just gonna kind of drag it down, out a little bit. Just so it looks like it's pulling away from his face. So if you tilt your head down a little bit, you'll see that there's this nice pocket right in here. along the eye. And so anybody that looks at you up close is going to kind of see your eye just flopping down and hanging out.
Are you going to pull my eyeball out?
Yeah.
Oh. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, it's going to be like Kill Bill, just pluck your eye out.
Oh, wow.
Just some good eye plucking. That's like a third date territory.
Wee! Oh, wait.
We.
I was being enthusiastic.
Wait, no, that's ennui.
Yeah, that would be. Ennui,
Hey, alright, cool. We are gonna get to... Actually, no, fuck.
What?
Fack. Taking some liquid latex. Any liquid latex works. I like the Spirit Halloween liquid latex because it's cheap and mostly effective, though it smells really badly of ammonia. You can use Nigel's liquid latex if you want to spend the money on it, but I don't want to spend $30 on this amount of liquid latex when I could spend $10 on this amount of liquid latex, right?
Right.
Yeah. Just taking a Q-tip. We're just going to start grossing you up a little bit. We're going to add some just blotches. And what I'm going to do with those blotches is I'm going to lay down some... Oop, I'm dripping on you.
It's okay.
I'm going to lay down some tissue paper. And then we're going to peel it up. And that's going to give the illusion of peeling skin. Also, you can just lay a thick layer of liquid latex down. And then peel it up, and it also looks like peeled skin. I try not to make it too circular. The skin doesn't really peel in circular. When it blisters, it does, but, you know, I'll add some blisters later. I am going to stay away from your beard a little bit, though. We'll probably color that in. Neck. I think I broke my camera tonight, by the way, so we're using a webcam. I can't wait for how much of this I'm going to have to edit out. You can basically do whatever you want. I'm not going to go too close to your eyes, because I don't want to blind you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Huh?
I appreciate that. Thank you! Wee!
Alright, so we're just ripping up some paper here, and we're just going to slap it on. Emphasis on slap. And I'm kind of trying to seal down the edges a little bit. And I'm using stamping and out-pushing motions. That's going to, yeah, see? Kind of peel up a little bit. And it just makes it look nice and gross. And then it also helps with concealing any edges that you don't want. It's going to start naturally tearing away at some of the edges, and it just kind of makes it look a little... It's not purposeful. Basically, we're trying to avoid anything looking purposeful. It's just going to help it look gross. Just dabbing and texturing and popping and locking and all this shit. And I'm just using that same Q-tip because it has like kind of a built-up layer of filth on it, let's say. And so just everywhere I touch has a nice icky texture to it. And it's great if you get like kind of those semi-dry little bits of latex that peel off and get all gross and stringy, because that's like exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for ick. Ick factor, if you will. Simon Cowell and the ick factor. Which would just be his new face.
Ooh! Ooh! Ooh!
What?
Ooh.
Hey, look, Joan Rivers was fair game. Why not him? Look, once you get plastic surgery so you don't even look your own species anymore, you're open. Right?
For sure. I feel so sorry for Cher.
Oh, God. Hey, at least she kind of looks like a fabulous alien. Simon Cowell just looks like a blobfish with legs. I just... You weren't a bad-looking fella before. I don't understand why.
I'm at least 2 degrees removed from Simon Cowell. Yeah, well, they've made how many Sharknadoes at this point?
5. The last one, Tara Reid's just a cyborg. I'm convinced that this is, like, funded solely by Tara Reid to get her work. Nobody wants anything to do with Asylum Media, okay?
Okay.
They're like, oh yeah, Sharknado, hey, the first one was funny. Oh, look, Tara Reid, she's a D-list celebrity that I recognize. And then it just kept going. It was like the new Star Wars movie. It just kept going.
Well, they're still making money on it.
I know.
Yeah. They're still making money on Star Wars. We went to see Star Wars knowing that we wouldn't love it.
We went to see Star Wars at a hyper-evangelical, weird prophet gospel theater. That was an experience.
It was really amazing to be about to watch Star Wars, a movie where we're killing lots of, millions of civilization peoples.
A movie that's almost exclusively anti-Christian as well.
But they were like these Christian videos before the movie started.
That was a very specific Christian video. It was Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side Christian. It was her being like, oh, I see this poor young man down on his luck that I can make $1 off of.
Oh, yeah, but it wasn't just her. There were also, like, these little music videos of,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these fundy, we're so good.
Just go to the Westboro Baptist Church website and watch their music videos, and then
that was it.
Yeah, no, that is exactly it. Alright, cool. This looks icky.
Is that a compliment?
Sure.
Great, thank you.
We to go a little heavier on the ears since we covered it up. I want it to look icky. So if y'all can't see what I'm doing, I'm just rubbing this with latex since it has like, oh, you're fine. It's got like a lot of good texture on it, and it's just making a nice kind of bubbled, stippled, rippled, gross thing. It also keeps it from getting stuck too much. Or you can just go around stealing other people's. Ooh, there's an idea.
Yeah, but I'm not really one of those.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not Idi Amin. Okay.
Well, I don't... You do live in Sweet Home, and I feel like that's where one of those would live. Oh, God.
I don't think Idi Amin would live in Sweet Home.
Idi Amin?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. There was a organ. Are you trying to protect your...
My ancestors are from Texas. I was never from Texas. I lived in Texas.
But where are you from?
I was born in New Mexico.
Sorry, I watched a YouTube video of some guy. He is white. And you know the thing that white people do when they ask anybody who isn't white, where are you from?
Yeah.
No, where are you really from? So he was doing that to white people.
Awesome.
It was actually really funny.
Did they tell him where they were from? Like,
no.
Madison.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. He's like, no, where are you really from? And they're like, Chicago. No, I mean, like, where are you from?
Did you see the British version of that? It was hysterical.
Was it Brexit?
No.
Did you see the British version of that? Brexit?
No, it was an employer. It's an intentional thing. It was an employer interviewing this woman. She appeared to be from somewhere in Asia, maybe.
Okay.
And, he's asking all these questions about, like, where are you from? No, where are your parents from? No, where were you born? And, she's giving all these answers about, the such and such hotel, and I think my parents did it in the motel, and blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, it's hysterical. It's very funny. It was great. I'll find it for you.
Cool. Yay, perfect. I wanted to peel off a little chunk on the nose. It just looks gross. It's just the Miron. It's just setting powder. Any setting powder will do. This is basically just talc. You can use baby powder if you want. Do you want cancer?
Oh, come on now. Not everybody had asbestos in their baby powder. Just some people.
Just most people.
Some people.
So, interesting thing. Do you know, like, the asbestos talc thing, right?
Yeah.
You know that the minerals actually grow in the same, like...
Yeah, that's why it was in there.
Yeah, it's because it's
the same stuff. Similar to the same stuff.
No, it's the same. This brush, it's fine. It was a cheap, shitty Morphe brush, like all cheap, shitty Morphe brushes. That was a lot more than I intended. One sec, I'll dust it away in a moment. Just giving you a nice little talc bukkake. Oh, my channel is absolutely not viewer or family friendly. Let's. Hey, I can't market products towards kids. Not allowed to.
Wouldn't want to anyway.
Yeah.
Keep those.
Okay, cool. Now that that's all set down and powdered, we're gonna go in and we're just gonna start painting with this is the Skin Illustrator alcohol activated paints.
Colors.
Yeah.
Whee!
So we're gonna go in with burnt orange and aged blood.
Burnt orange because it was set on fire.
I'm gonna start with burnt orange. I usually like to go a little lighter to a little darker, so we're just... I'm also not going to get too close to your eyes with this because it's alcohol and it fucking burns. If you've watched any of my videos, you would know that I routinely spritz myself in the eye with alcohol. That's just going to give us the appearance of kind of like the rawer skin. And then we're going to go in with some oil paints and we're going to darken like all the bits up we need to darken, but... Gonna go in with aged blood now, and I'm just gonna try to concentrate it on where I want the holes to be. Just so it looks a little more raw. And it's fine if I'm like painting outside the lines, that's why we're using a stippling brush. And I mean also, if you ever cut yourself, like, not in that way.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, right?
Seriously.
Yeah, no, it's not clean, right? When you cut yourself, are you just, oh well, let me get a bandage and make sure that no blood touches anywhere else on my body. Yes. I'm sure there's some of you like that out there.
This is all yesterday's.
Yes, he's building a tiny house, an itty bitty little baby house.
A super tiny house for tiny little people.
A micro. Oh my god. To quote Zoolander, what is this? A school for ants? School would have to be at least 5 times this big. And this is basically just underpainting with alcohol paints because they're not going to budge when we go over it with either water or cream paint. This is just the base layer we want to get down, so I'm just adding some texture in with the stippling spun. I would want Goldie Hawn be Goldie Hawn for 2 hours and whatever.
And I was like, who thought of this?
Somebody who was desperate to keep their job. That is who. Alright, we're going in with the bruise tone in this palette, and I'm going to start darkening some areas, still using the stippling, particularly the ear? Yeah. And then just some places where you want to add a little bit of like a shadow effect. What's nice about the bruise tone is it's going to blend in with the other reds, but it's more of like a berry blue. And also kind of using the sponge to try to peel up or scuff, scratch, you know. Okay. Now, gonna go in, this is just the Delium Tools stippling brush. If you get the SFX palette, whatever thing, hosing it down. I'm gonna dip into the black and then just tap a little bit off on this, and I'm gonna use that to, you know, start making it look real muddy. I'm gonna try to go over more the paper I put down with the black, just to make it look burnt, you know? And once again, I'm just using the alcohol as kind of a base to get the color down, and then we're gonna go taking some of the black, dipping into the bruise tone as well to kind of give it a nice color. Makes this kind of weird brown. powder brush again, kind of swiping everything down. And now I'm just going to go in with my fingers and start kind of peeling up some of the corners. And this is where we're going to deepen it with some cream paints. This is just a bruised tone wheel. It's a really kind of diverse and useful tone wheel. And this is one of my favorite. It's a paddle stippling brush from the Valium Tools. I'm going to dip into the red, and it's kind of like an aubergine. It's not quite black, but it's not like purple either. Just kind of blend the two. And I'm just going to start getting into all those cracks and crevices. Again, that's going to help us look kind of raw. Just going to start adding some texture and color to around this burnt eye socket. Just trying to kind of avoid it with the alcohol paint some, but you know, now that we're past that, let's not forget some good pussy yellow in there. Just get it all nice and ick. Just taking that aubergine, tilt your head forward, taking that aubergine, and I'm deepening right in this socket here, and then I'm just going to flick it up to kind of blend it upwards. And once again, that's just going to kind of give the illusion that his eye is sagging. Work it right under here as well. So it kind of makes his eye socket look a little dead. Yeah, you can open it.
I'm innocent. Aren't you?
Like a virgin.
Yeah.
Touched for the very first time. By the way, if anybody thinks this is a little Halloween-y, you're goddamn right it is. It's fucking liquid latex and paper. Like, I'm a good Christian girl. I would never. I'm waiting for marriage. I'm a promise keeper.
You just told me you're a virgin.
How dare you?
You just told me you're a virgin.
Implying I would have lube.
Yeah, not in that one. But hey, you know.
Some of the green and yellow, and I'm gonna start hitting.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Just, oh, maybe later.
Savagely beating you.
Only if I can hit back.
I'm just hitting the areas that haven't been as, like, worked. And that's just kind of give it that kind of weird pallor, I guess is the phrase I'm looking for. Like, you know when somebody gets burned, if they're not charred or marred irreparably, they have that... They look like they've been burnt? Yeah.
I don't know how many of us have actually seen somebody who's been severely burned.
It's the internet.
Oh, okay.
The internet. We have all seen basically everything.
Yeah, there's a guy I follow on Facebook. You know, there's little GIFs show up on my timeline, and every single solitary one of these GIFs is something horrible happening to a person. It's like 5 seconds later and they're dead. And I'm going, Jesus Christ, why is this guy posting all this shit? It's awful.
Who? What?
Yeah, this guy I follow on Facebook.
Is this a real thing, or are you...
No, it's a real thing.
Oh, I was like, are you trying to make a funny? Or...
No, it's a real thing. Yeah. And so, you know, I innocently click on the GIF, and like 5 seconds later, the person in the GIF has just been, you know, run over by a truck, or... It's awful.
Marred.
Truly awful.
Marred
stuff.
irreparably.
So I may not be following this person anymore, but of course, just like everybody who likes watching a train wreck, I keep watching. much do you hate yourself?
A lot, but not enough to be a Trump supporter. Okay. And we're just going in and we're going to add a little more fine detail with the alcohol paints. The nice thing about the alcohol paints is they kind of like dissolve gently, if that makes sense. So you get these nice patches and splotches that kind of look like not fresh blood, but, you know, baked blood, if you will.
He's creamy in paint.
Oh no, all your nerve endings burn off within about the first 30 seconds of you being lit on fire. So.
Yeah, so I don't think I'd feel anything.
No. You would be in absolute just...
shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little disbelief, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right. But probably have superpowers at this moment, so I could probably, like, lift the car off the child. That kind of thing, you know?
Well, you know. Yeah. Would you really want to?
Yeah, sure.
You want to save the child if...
Well, you know.
You're better man than I am.
Save the children. There's a song about that.
Yeah. God, the new song from the band in 1985, their new single, one of their new singles, just sounds like a fucking South Park song.
I'm sorry, is this a new song?
It is. So the song is called the 1975, or the band. It's called the 1975. They just came out or are releasing a new album. I think I've heard all the songs on it, but I don't know if it's out yet. Anyways, one of their singles sounds like if Marilyn Manson and Trent Reznor made a song for South Park, and it sounds like the hybrid song from South Park, and it's really dumb.
So it's a band named after a time period 45 years ago.
Yes.
Making a song that would be in a cartoon animation that was 30 years ago.
Well, South
40
Park's
years ago.
ongoing. What? South Park?
I guess South Park's still going.
South Park is way ongoing.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. No, it's not a bad song, but I was listening to it and was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm just gonna...
And for more TED Talks.
Or should I say, thank you for coming to my Tub Talk.
No, you shouldn't. For more TED Talks, click on the subscribe button below. It's over there.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, stalk me on Facebook.
Yeah, stalk him on Facebook.
Follow me on Instagram, BearScareBeauty, same way it's spelled here, and on Twitter. Now with Technicolor.
Technoburn.
Yeah. Now with Faith Collapsing, just playing on repeat.
Didn't you see Sunset Boulevard?
No.
Gloria Swanson. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Oh, yeah, okay. Didn't you ever see Videodrome? Come on.
I think I did.
All hail the new Flash.
Maybe I did. I don't know. There have been so many movies.
Flesh typewriter. I don't know.
So many movies.
There have been so many things that have happened throughout the course of human history.
And I've chosen
really
to forget some of them. Or
we
just,
all?
block them distantly.
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
Alright. I am realizing that the other side of your head isn't looking raw enough. Because you have no hair, so it would be rawer. Yeah, this side. So I'm going to go in and raw it up. I'm going to go in raw. What, you think somebody would just go on the internet and tell lies? And this is actually a muscle stria brush. It's really interesting, but if you can keep a steady hand, it does give relatively convincing kind of stria marks. So, if you're looking for a brush to just get weird stria mark lines, I would actually suggest it. It's kind of a nasty piece of work. It looks gross. Yeah, you can't really see it on this camera, but you know. It's the thought that counts in here.
Well, ooze.
It needs ooze. It does need ooze and booze and pus and blood. But it needs, like, it's missing something. It's missing authenticity. Yeah, I know, it'd look really authentic.
Yeah, that would be authentic.
Yeah, me setting you on fire would look really authentic.
Yeah, it would.
Alright. Alright, cool. So, I got that done. Now, because you can actually see quite a bit of white on your chest, I'm actually going to take a little bit of foundation. It's going to seem counterproductive. And cover it up just a little bit, and then I'm just going to kind of dab back over with a stippling brush. I'm just using this to kind of cover up the white and marry it to the gore, and then we'll just run back over it with a stippling brush. It'll be fine. We'll make it fine. It'll work. I hope. Somebody did make 11-11-11 too, and that movie is a fucking... You don't.
Did you see the Whatever Train to Yuma? Whatever that movie
210 to Yuma?
Yeah.
210 to Yuma was good. Is it?
Really?
Yeah, did you not like it? Really? What? It was a kind of spaghetti western prisoner movie. Like, it wasn't...
Okay.
What? It wasn't...
Yeah, but you don't like Serenity or Firefly, do you?
Serenity was trash.
See, I told you, I love Serenity.
Oh my god. No, you have never said that. You have never told me you liked Serenity.
Oh my god, I was trying to protect our relationship.
Oh my god. Serenity is trash.
Oh, now
that's it, folks!
That's coming out.
Alright, cool. I'm well aware that most of the internet fucking creams their jeans anytime somebody mentions Serenity or Firefly. Even though it only got, 2 seasons? It was pulled off the air because of poor ratings.
That's because nobody had discovered it yet.
It's because it wasn't good!
It was pulled too fast.
It was fucking Joss Whedon being a shit and being like, oh, nobody understands my artistic vision. I'm the only valid male feminist. Watch me fucking name every woman ever. Fuck you. I have some issues with Joss Whedon.
I'm you too.
I have some
How do you
issues.
feel about Buffy? Isn't there a huge collection of Buffy in your living room?
That's
I believe?
my roommate's.
Oh, right. Blame it on him.
Yeah, I will. I enjoyed Buffy when it was airing. The comic was okay. It wasn't anything special. But that was like before Joss Whedon kind of got up his own ass. That was when he was still not pretending that what he was doing wasn't just objectifying women. So, yeah.
How do you feel about, oh fuck, I've forgotten it. With Neil Patrick Harris, it's like a 45 minutes.
No.
He's Dr. whatever.
Dr. Horrible sing-along blog.
There you go, that's the one.
Nope.
Don't like that one either. Huh?
Nope. The one funny joke in that is later I'm going to show her the hammer. The hammer is my penis. Ever.
Whatever. And
Yeah.
he's also from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Ooh. Oh, so that's why
it's
you
like we're
it.
somehow related, but
this
not
is
related in
this
any
was
way
your
whatsoever.
desperate attempt at living vicariously through somebody you can relate to.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Is that a little too far? Okay, no, Boris is a mean cat. You can attest to this.
Yeah, Boris is a mean cat. Well, first of all, it's because they named a female cat Boris.
She is Borisnikov, okay? She is the only valid Russian sleeper agent.
Right. Who the fuck cares what Paul thought? He's not Jesus. Jesus! Is this the Christian Bible or is this the Book of Paul?
Cool. Well, you look nice and crusty.
Yay! Yay! Close up for everybody.
Hmm? Alright, one sec. Okay, cool. Now, just the finishing touches. I'm gonna go in some scab blood.
Okay.
Scab blood is just thick, icky blood, basically. I like using the word icky because I'm a toddler, apparently. Holy shit. I was about to see some thick, icky blood there.
There are brushes flying everywhere in this place.
Oh no, that was a scalpel.
Oh, that was a scalpel flying.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Like I said, there was about to be some thick, icky blood. It's real thick. It's real icky.
Looks like jelly. Does it taste like jelly?
Me just looping up your head. But it's...
That wasn't a double entendre or anything, was it?
No.
Good.
People. Okay, anyways, are we still recording? Yeah, it looks like we're recording. Hey, well, thank you guys so much. This was a burn tutorial inspired by World War III because it's going to happen. So no, I was like, I went January 2nd. It's like, oh, World War III. I should do a burn makeup. And then Australia caught on fire, and I was like, I should hold off. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Colton with BearScareBeauty. Subscribe, it'd mean a lot. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, BearScareBeauty, same way it's spelled here. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!